All right, for this one, use the graph to determine the degree and leading coefficient of the polynomial function. Basically, we want you to know the highest exponent that this function has, and we want you to tell us as to whether the leading coefficient is positive or it is negative. All right, so let's talk about the degree first. For the degree, if you notice, when you just get y equals, if you got like y equals x, so if you got a degree of 1, you basically just have a line. Okay? If you have a degree of 2, you get a line. This one's got a curve in it. If you got y equals x to the third, if you have a degree of 3, you're going to have 2 curves in it. 1, 2. If you have a degree of 4, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 curves in it. Have you noticed the pattern yet? Anybody want to guess what a degree of 5 will have? It will have 4 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can circle if you want to go. 1 turn there, 2 turns there, 3 turns there, 4 turns there. 4 vertices, if that's how you want to call them. But that's how you tell the degree. Simply, however many turns it's got, add 1 to it. All right? The other thing it's asking, leading coefficient. If the leading coefficient is positive, so if you got like y, let's get the other color. If I got y equals a positive x squared, is going to start up from the upper right up here and come down like that. If you have a negative leading coefficient, it's going to start from the, still start from the right, but start from the bottom right and go like that. Okay, so it's all based leading coefficient, whether it's positive or negative, depends on where is the right side going. Is it going to positive infinity or is it going to negative infinity? All right, so here we go. Number 7, the degree. Well, I've got 1, 2 curves. This is just like y equals x plus 3 over there. So this must have a degree of 3. The leading coefficient. Well, as we move to the right, we are going to negative infinity. So the leading coefficient has to be negative. All right. Number 8, same idea. The degree. Well, how many turns does it have? It has 1, 2, 3 turns. Therefore, the degree, the highest exponent, has to be 4. And the leading coefficient, because this one is heading up and to the right, it's going to positive infinity. The leading coefficient for this one has to be positive. All right. This is one of those times, if it's completely miffing you as to why this is true, don't worry about that. Just accept the fact that if it's going up and to the right, it's a positive coefficient. If you're going that way, it's a positive coefficient. If it's going that way, it's a negative coefficient. Just like you get positive slopes and negative slopes with lines, same idea. For degree, take the number of humps, 1 hump, 2 hump, there's 2 turns, and add 1. That's the degree. Take the number of turns, 1, 2, 3, and add 1. So this one has 4.